Hello everybody, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy. Today in this video I'm just going to be talking about the market and just kind of go into detail, talk about what's going on in my life. You know, just a little summary. I've been pretty busy, so thought I'd say hey. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Give me thumbs up. Do truly appreciate it. Want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about. So yeah, life's been pretty wild. My dad, he had surgery, so I don't think he's doing very good. I'm about 9-hour drive from him, so I can't really see him. So just trying to be supportive. But yeah, I hope you guys' family's doing really well through this situation. Yeah, so next week I got the Gold Cup, 6-hour work week, Tuesdays, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with Luke on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Ooh, I just went through a big puddle. And yeah, doing gold. So he thinks that there will be a lot more movement on Tuesdays than what it was with Monday to Friday. So listen, if you're interested, email me at compoundstock13@hotmail.com. I mean, Luke is an amazing trader and gold. And then Kim Torres and Delano, trading with them this week. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursdays, 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. But it may go longer because Kim usually likes to do a lot longer. She gets paid for 1 hour, but she does it for 2 hours because she wants people to succeed. You know, her family had where her dad would walk to work 18 miles in a day in blizzards and stuff to provide for their family, and they live in such poverty. So, you know, she knows what it's like. She literally made, not supposed to say really numbers, but she literally made, how many figures is that? Yeah, she made over 6 figures and like decent sized 6-figure numbers last month trading. So I'm not trading with no foo-foo trader. Kim Torres is an exceptional trader. So, you know, that's the goal. I want to be a 6-figure trader a month. That's the kind of mentality. A high 5-figure trader a month, you know. So just perseverance. I got to get in the millionaire mindset, all that stuff like that. I'm a work in progress, you know. But, you know, I can only get better because I'm putting in the hard work and the discipline, you know. I want to manifest that. I want to manifest a future that's better for myself. So that's what I'm going to do. And, you know, just putting in work, little bits by bits gets closer. Got to go through the mud to get to the sunshine. So, you know, that's how I roll. Now with US 30, it's fairly high. So, I mean, it was coming back down a little bit this week. SPX 500 was trading that on Friday. You know, it dropped quite a bit, but it kind of recovered at the end of the day. So I'm thinking, honestly, we could see some nice bullish momentum early Sunday going into Monday, but it could also start selling off. And the sell-off would be pretty big. But if it gets bullish, it could also do a lot of big momentum too. So we will see. Nasdaq 100, you know, it went as high as about 12,000. It's down to about, you know, like somewhere in the high 10,000s. So, you know, trading that kind of stuff is what I got to get my, you know, I got to become really solid at that. So she literally lays out the charts where there's buy and sell areas. And why? Because it's called like, it's like liquidity zones, right? Because when you're in these areas, you got all these sellers, they're going to sell it down. And then there's areas where it's a buying. there's a lot of buying pressure. And, it can just be a wick on a candle, and that'll be the buying area on like a 15 or a 1 hour candle. So that's kind of the strategy that, it's just zone to zone. And, you buy the break and the retest. And, it's a great strategy. You go for, short TPs, take profit levels. TPs means take profit levels. So, there's usually 3 to 4 levels. So we're trading on the session, usually hit 1 TP. That's a $5 point on SPX 500. So, it's pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty lit. We're rocking with the best, and it's a fun thing, because I believe in my success, because I'm around successful people, people that are doing this stuff on a day-to-day basis, so I can only get better, and I'm getting better. So, but stocks like cannabis stocks kind of being down, other than Trulieve. Trulieve's they're kind of acquiring a Pennsylvania company. I'm not very familiar with Pennsylvania, but I'm thinking the population somewhere around 5 to 10 million. So it's a decent sized state. It's not the same size as Florida, but the revenues that Trulieve are generating in Florida are unreal. So if they can duplicate that, even like a third or or like 40% of that size, then that's going to be very impressive. So yeah, the US dollar really plays a big impact in all this stuff. So the US dollar was dropping for a long time, and it's kind of recovered a bit. If you got the US dollar to the Canadian, the US dollar is a little bit more stronger than the Canadian dollar was about a few weeks ago. So that definitely plays its hand, but we'll see. They're gonna print and print and print to oblivion. So, and then it's all to do with the stimulus money in the stock market. Kind of that's the thing that kind of plays its hand. And it's also to do with October, November could be very good for some cannabis stocks. But the Canadian market is getting bigger, so we'll see. I'd like to see Ontario have a lot more stores, a lot more sales. But look, the industry is growing to about 200 million plus in Canada a month. So it's really, it's getting bigger. It's getting to be like 2-3 billion a year run rate. Come 2021, that could be up to like 3.5 to 4 billion. Yeah, so things are going, but definitely the states have bigger revenues. You got Green Thumbs Industries and Trulieve doing 120 million a quarter. So that's kind of what's going down. But silver is going to be interesting. Gold is going to be interesting with all this what's going on. So we could definitely see some nice movements in gold. But I think a lot of the big movements happened. But there's definitely, in the next 2 to 3 years, there's definitely a scenario where we're going to see gold go to $3,000 to $10,000, and it could be way before there, as well as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's, it's a good hedge against inflation, as I've been saying for a while. So I think having that in your portfolio, I don't know what the target is going to be, but I do strongly believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see Bitcoin at $100,000. It could be a lot quicker than that. But look, I don't control the money supply. I don't control the market, so I can't really say, it's just going to happen tomorrow, right? But when you think about the dynamics of the fact that, Tesla is going to like $2,200, right, before the forward split. That's a high dollar price, right? Tesla was worth, I don't know, like 300 billion, right? Someone was saying $1 trillion, but they're not worth $1 trillion yet. Will they be worth $1 trillion? Probably. That's how crazy this world's getting. And if you go around, nobody's driving a Tesla. There's a nice dog that's staring at me. But nobody's driving a Tesla where I'm at. Nobody. Like maybe 0.01% of the people are driving a Tesla. I mean, because the problem is, if you live in these hick towns, is that there's very little charging stations. Now, what if you're going to drive, 10 hours to get to a city? On the way there, where are you going to find a charging station? I mean, that's the issue. I mean, that's why not many people driving Teslas out in these areas. I mean, sure, if you live in the city and you just live in the city and just drive in the city and you go a little bit out of the city, and in those cities that you go to, like say you go to the Okanagan or whatever, and it's like 5 hours away, and then you find charging stations, then fine, you're good to go. But it's not. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, a stock I want people to think about. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. I own shares. I've been in the red for a while. But the company Mission Ready Solutions just signed a $135 million contract, and they have the potential for $400 million. And their market cap's about $48 million. It went up 200% on Friday after it was halted for 2 days. So look, I've talked about the stock on David Modell's channel, and yeah, I've owned this stock for a bit, and I don't know what it's gonna do, but it gapped up big on Friday, so we could see it gap up on on Monday. So it'll be interesting, and there's a lot of things going on. I mean, I think you kind of want to trim positions and stuff if you're really up on some positions in certain companies. I mean, you may want to trail, you want to trim your positions, or at least have a stop profit. So say you had Tesla, before when it was worth like $2,000. Well, then the reverse split, the forward split, I mean, that you're not going to let it go down to like $1,500 or $1,400 forward split. So you got to do the math, and then you'd be like, okay, I'm going to put my stop loss into stop profit to ensure that you don't lose your money, right? Because at the end of the day, being a money manager, managing your money is preserving capital, growing it, compounding it. That's why my name's Compound Interest. If you compound your growth, compound, that's what Kim Torres says. You grow a small account into a big account. So, don't get greedy in companies when you're up a lot of money, but, know the value as well. Because, say if it goes up, 5%, but the stock's worth a lot more value, then sure, ride it to 30, 100% or whatever, where it's supposed to go, right? So, anyways, I'm going to head out. I hope you enjoyed this session, and keep compounding your info, listen to my lingo, and shaka, peace, I'm out.